Whenever you're set.
For me?
Yes.
Well, I forgot to sing some songs for you the other day when I was out at the office. And every once in a while I'd come across a bunch of GIs sitting down in the Red Cross room where we had a coffee hour for them halfway through the morning, and they'd be some songs they wouldn't teach me, but they did teach me several songs. And I do think we would be wrong if we didn't include in the documentary some of the songs that the GIs sang. And one song I remember they sang when we were in France was No Compris, No Compris, from Reims, Le Mans, and Paris. That's what they're saying, while through the nose we are paying. No compris, no compris. Oh, how happy the Frenchman will be when la guerre is finie, and we all do party. Calvados, Calvados, that's the drink that we all love the most. They sell it in all of the joints, makes you wish you had beaucoup points. No compris, no compris. Oh, how happy the Frenchman will be when la guerre is finie, and we all do party. Pas correct, pas correct. When you say coucher avec, say défendu, which means brother, that just ain't for you. No compris, no compris. Oh, how happy the Frenchman will be when la guerre is finie, and we all do party. Now the reference in that song to not makes you wish you had beaucoup points. In order to go home, a GI had to have a certain number of points, and that was the way they would decide how they would be sent back, the order in which they were sent back. Then we got into Germany. They taught me this song. Every little Fraulein loves her GI guy, and all the things that money cannot buy. For chocolate and cigarette, no arguments and no regrets. Her love is pure and true, for a pack of butts or two. She'll say she loves you more and more each day, for after all, hating does not really pay. Without your love, her life is incomplete, but what the hell, she's gotta eat. Her love is pure and true, for a pack of butts or two. Those are the two songs they teach me, but sometimes I'd walk over at the corner where they were singing, no, Mary, this isn't a song for you. Then the song that all of us sang was the GIs sang this song. Dear Mr. Truman, please may we go home. We have taken Berlin and we have conquered Rome. We have subdued the master race, and now that there is shipping space, please may we go home. Let those at home see Rome. And the Red Cross sang, Dear Mr. Truman, we're the ARC. Do you think we'll make it by 1953? We've stuck it out through thick and thin, and now we're just about done in. Please, Mr. Truman, please may we go home. You see, during World War II, only the American Red Cross was allowed to go over with the armed forces. In World War I, many different groups went over. The Salvation Army went over, the Knights of Columbus went over, the Red Cross went over. But in the Second World War, Congress decided that was too many civilians for the Army to have to be responsible for. So they decided the Red Cross would be the only organization that would be allowed to go overseas. And so when I go out with the Red Cross people to talk about being overseas, and some woman will say to us, well, the Red Cross charged my husband for donuts and coffee, but the Salvation Army didn't. I say back to that woman, what war was your husband in? And she says, World War II. And I said, well, the Salvation Army wasn't there in World War II. So your husband couldn't have gotten coffee and donuts from the Salvation Army. However, you're right about being charged for coffee and donuts. But we were charging only in the open cities like Paris, London. The British Red Cross had written to the American Red Cross, and they were charging in Great Britain only at the big city where there were relief centers, not in the hospitals, not in the front line where the Red Cross Mobile was, but only, and never were they charged except in the big cities where there were the rainbow clubs. And the rainbow clubs were where they could get a shower, a clean bed, and stay for several days just to get away from the front. And that was where they decided, I think it was 25 cents for a coffee and donuts, something like that. But anyhow, I want to tell you, I can never repay the Red Cross for the opportunity they gave me to go overseas. And as I told you in the earlier part of this thing, there's nothing like the American GI. He is the most generous, most caring, most capable, and he'll do anything for you. He also is the most devious. He will do anything to see that things go his way back on the post. I think I already told you the story about all the dogs and how the commanding officer wanted all the dogs off the post. So when we went by the enlisted men's mess that day, there were no dogs outside. We got back to the Red Cross and called over to the post office, and the GIs of the post office said, "Don't worry, we'll let them out tomorrow morning. We've got them all locked up in the GI club." So that's about all I have to say, I guess, except it was a wonderful 2 years experience. I also got to the Nuremberg trials, but I also told you about that.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you so much. That was perfect.
Did you want a separate audio version?
I think I'm good.
All right.
I think I'm good. It was nice and clear.
All right.
Got through good.
Awesome.
Good.
Okay, Miss Hannick.
Point your finger to me when you want me to start.
Set, Bobby?
I'm all set.
You're on with that?
Yep.
Bless them all, the long, the short, and the tall. Bless all those nurses, 'cause they rub your back, and that's a lot more than you'll get from a whack. Oh, we're saying goodbye to them all, as gaily they answer the call. No silk hose, no girdles, as they take their hurdles. So come all you guys, bless them all, bless them all, bless them all, the long, the short, and the tall. Bless all those nurses, 'cause they get you bathed, and that's a lot more than you'll get from a wave. Oh, we're saying goodbye to them all, as gaily they answer the call. No silk hose, no girdles, as they take their hurdles. So come all you guys, bless them all, bless them all, bless them all, the long, the short, and the tall. Bless all those nurses, 'cause they wear the bars, and that's a lot more than you'll see on the spars. Oh, we're saying goodbye to them all, as gaily they answer the call. No silk hose, no girdles, as they take the hurdles. So come all you guys, bless them all.